We're back. The best of food and wine with Anthony Gismondi and Kasey Wilson, live from the Wines of Canada stage at the 2017 Vancouver International Wine Festival. Now, here's Tony and Kasey.
Welcome back to the best of food and wine. It is Saturday night.
It is. Let's party.
And there are a few people partying. Our next two guests are ready to go. Stephen Cipes, legend in the BC wine industry. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Anthony.
Great to have you here. And you brought your winemaker along, Erik von Krosigk. Erik, how are you?
Good, Anthony. How
Good. You guys make quite a pair there.
Been doing it for a while.
I think so.
He's my founding partner.
That's right.
There you go.
From Canada's most visited winery.
Yes,
That's
it is.
very impressive.
We are opening up all kinds of new places for more and more people to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stephen, you have to be pleased when you look out and see this kind of crowd drinking Canadian wine.
I'm so thrilled. It's been more than 20 years of going to these wonderful occasions, and this is the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
It really is.
I loved Harry's speech of acceptance yesterday.
Wasn't it great?
Wasn't that good?
Oh, man.
Tear in every eye, huh?
Yeah. I never thought I'd see the big guy cry, but...
and a one-sentence speech.
Yeah. That was even more remarkable.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for Tony to cry.
Yeah, I did it when I
could
won
make him cry, actually.
Yeah,
you know.
Most days. Yeah, well, I think it's just so great the number of people and the questions and the fervor, and it's really, people are keen for info.
They are. Yeah.
People are keen to drink great wine that they can put in their bodies too, and you've been championing that for years, many years alone. I think in the wilderness. You got some followers now.
We have a wonderful group of people that are very loyal to Summerhill. It's really proud to say,
And it's taken a long time. Like, North Americans weren't really into sparkling wine. I'm so thrilled to see
it's beautiful
how it's changed.
Yes. When we first started, Erik and I, 25 years ago, no one brought out a bottle of sparkling wine, unless it was a birthday or an anniversary.
Yes, exactly.
And now, every day, let's pop it open.
But how did you know to plant? Like, I can't believe that you had the foresight to see that.
Well, he didn't know for the first few years because it was the tough grind. But it was good.
It was good. Yeah, the original planting was inspired by our visit to Napa Valley, where they had sparkling wine that would rival anything in Europe.
Yeah. Was that Domaine Schramsberg? Sure.
Schramsberg.
Right.
Yeah.
And and he actually pointed it out to us. He said, "Steve, you're wasting your time with whites and reds, and just focus on sparkling wine. You have the most ideal conditions in the world for sparkling wine.
Yeah.
You have the long hot days, and the plants shut down in the middle of the day anyway. So you've got the early morning and the late afternoon sun,
and the cool nights.
Cool nights, and this
high acid.
The stony soil that holds the heat, overnight. It's a beautiful combination, and then of course the dryness. That was the biggest thing. If you have a lot of rain every day, you get fat, watery, tasteless grapes that don't hold their flavor through the second fermentation. So, we turned off the water, and that was the secret: is turn off the water, get these intensely flavored grapes that'll hold their flavor.
You've turned off a lot of things. To go organic, biodynamic.
Yeah, you got to be strict. Like right now, I'm a strict vegan. It's very hard.
It is hard.
It's hard to do, but you have to be disciplined. It's the same with organics. You just don't put any chemicals on it, and then the plants are naturally healthy and resistant by themselves, which is ideal.
Well, it's kind of the way we would react if we were treated like that too.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
The more we humans are organic and at home with nature, the better our nature is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ran into your son at the gala last week, Ezra, and we were talking. He was telling me that customers are coming in your restaurant and saying, okay, well, the menu's vegan, but what about the wine? Why don't, is the wine? And he said, well, the wine is vegan. He said, well, you're not telling us. So that's another, it's interesting how people can push you, eh?
But not all wine is vegan.
All of our wine is vegan.
Yes, yours is, but not all wines are.
No, Erik can expand on that.
What is a vegan wine?
Well, people, in the winemaking world, there's a lot of adjuncts that are used, and some of them are like egg whites, which is a very classic fining for, say, Bordeaux.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's take the tannins out. Others are gelatin, classic fining agent for white wines to take the bitterness out. We don't use any of those. We either use thyme, or we just try and pick it and process it right so we don't get into that set of circumstances.
Yeah. So you can put vegan on the label, or is that a big deal to get it certified or not, or is that such a thing?
It's not really such a thing. We put it on the label because we can back it up. We have our operating protocols for all the wines because we're ISO 65, which is the organic certification. So we have to prove everything that touched the wine and everything that went into the wine, so there's no cross-contamination of any sort. And so we can prove that we haven't used anything.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We better talk about these wines. We'll run out of time. You brought a sparkling wine, but it's pink.
It's 100% Pinot Noir Rosé, the Cipes Rosé.
Yeah, nice.
And it's actually all from a single vineyard in Summerland, the Heckman Vineyard. And they've been growing for us since we started, since 1991.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Stephen, you know your growers well, or do you visit them over the season once in a while? Or
We really honor them. We have a great relationship with them. They are our business. And Erik said it best when he humbly said 80% of winemaking is in the growing of the grapes. So
yes,
if we don't know what's going on in that vineyard, good luck to us, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. So fresh, eh? Great acidity.
It's lovely, and dry.
Yeah, bone dry. I love that. Food friendly. You, how many sparkling wines do you have? Should I ask that question? Or
you could ask that. We have
is there any answer to that question, I guess?
Not really. We have 7 out in the program right now, including sparkling Cabernet Franc.
I feel like they come out and disappear and come back, or is that...
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
I mean, obviously the Cipes Brut is, out.
Yeah, and the Cipes Brut and the Cipes Rosé, those are constant. But every once in a while we'll find something in the vineyard and say, oh my God, that would be so beautiful. Like 2011 we found the Cab Franc.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have 3 vintages of Malbec sitting in bins waiting to come out. And maybe next year the first one will be about 4 years old. It'll be just right to come out. We have that advantage of time. Like we have a fresh 96 and a fresh 98 out in the market. Not many people have that. But we have the luxury of time and really just allowing it to age and mature to when it's just tasting good.
Stephen, how do you see the future? I know your kids are ensconced and working hard, but you're still around. What's next for you at Summerhill?
Anthony, it's one of the best questions because just in this visit, we realized that it takes 25, 30 years to establish a winery.
Yeah.
And it's not a get-rich-quick thing by any means. It's really a labor of love and all those words that we always use. But more, it's a passion to keep on going, to make a statement in the world, to have I call it a platform from which we can speak. We speak about nature. We're man and nature in a harmony, and in a co-venture. There couldn't be a more delightful business,
Yeah.
Every one of our associates in this room, we could hug them. We all think alike in many ways.
Right.
We love what we're doing. It's a beautiful industry. And coming from New York in the real estate industry, it's a blessing for me. It was a relief.
What a difference.
What a nice difference.
Oh, my God.
That whole industry's moved to Washington now, so that's...
Oh, golly.
Let's not go there,
Let's not go there.
That's a 2-day program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, I'm happy to say that the organic movement in the wine industry is the fastest growing segment of the wine industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thank goodness, because the chemicals used in grape growing are extremely toxic. Not only do they inure into the wine through the thin-skinned grape, but of course they're polluting the water.
Yeah, the
and
residual
air,
effect.
And these wines have toxins in them that are not grown organically. So I hope people realize that, yes, wine is healthy for us, and we all want to continue to do that, of course, but move toward the organic movement. It's such a wonderful, healthy thing to do, and we take back our power when we do that. We don't want to wait till the government says you can't put chemicals on there anymore because you're polluting the lake. Let's do it ourselves.
It's not easy, but it's not hard either.
It's not hard.
No, you just got to work smarter, not even harder.
Yeah.
You got to work smarter. You just can't have the spray can that just cures all for you.
Yeah.
There's no silver bullet. You actually have to think ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We should talk about the second wine. You brought along a 2013 Pinot Noir. This has been, by the way, aged in the Pyramid Cellar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Every wine is.
Every wine.
At least 30 days.
Yeah. At least 30 days. Can anybody, I'm going to ask you, Stephen, what happens in those 30 days, do you think?
Well, your hair turns, and if you have any gray, your hair turns black again.
But I find it fascinating. There's a difference, right?
Well, there is a difference. It's a sacred geometry chamber that is made in exact replica of the Great Pyramid. It has, the right angles of 52.9 degrees that sand will pile up at if you dump it off a truck. It's aligned to exact true north. It's a chamber of sacred geometry where it's conducive for us to go into meditation and to go into ourselves and to be all that we can be, sort of thing. And at the end of the day, we all come from ourselves, from our hearts, and being in ourselves. And of course, the pyramid is a great thing for liquids, and we've proven that 25-year experiments. Same exact wine, served at the same temperature, one having been in the pyramid, one never been in the pyramid. Everyone, 99%, choose the pyramid one.
Yeah.
Why is that? It's noticeably different, and we've proven that. So sensory taste-wise, there's no question about the pyramid chamber being an example. But the one thing is, if you put a wine in there with flaws, it will also accentuate the flaws.
That, yeah.
Yeah, so it's more of a clarifier than making it better. So we don't make claims that, it's pyramid age, so it's better wine. No, it's clarified.
That's a great point. Yeah,
it is a great point.
Very important to do that. We've had people come to the pyramid, and they're so upset they turn around and go back out, but that's got 1% maybe does that because they were upset with something else, and then it accentuated their being upset. Right?
Yes.
So.
Eric, both wines, we can buy them online at the winery. How can we reach them around the province?
Yep, both wines online at the winery, and the rosé comes and goes out of the liquor store as well.
Yeah. And price was 30. Was it 33 or?
For the rosé, it's around 28, 29.
Okay.
And the Pinot Noir, the wine, 25.
Yeah. And Stephen, the restaurant's open. We're all invited to come, I'm sure, and have lunch or dinner.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning it. We're actually putting in a food bar this year.
Okay.
A food bar?
Yes. Food bar is the new thing in dining all over the East Coast. And
what do you mean by that?
Food bar is beautifully decorated displays of food where people can get enticed with all the different things. We'll have a sushi bar. We'll have oysters and champagne or sparkling wine. We'll have tortillas and beer.
Great.
And maybe order and go and sit down with your food or that
lots
sort of thing?
Outdoor seating. We have such perfect weather with that magnificent view.
Yes.
People don't want to wait for the bill. They don't want to wait for a seat. Just grab and go.
Great idea.
$5 for each thing. Take a couple things, go and eat and goodbye. You don't have to leave a tip. It's great. People want to come in and get out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you had the most memorable press event ever. And
the opening of the winery.
How many years ago was that?
26.
Oh my gosh.
And I can remember that. Because Tony and I went to the caviar table. Oh my God, we just had like the best day.
In those days, most people didn't even know what it was, I think, but we knew what it was, and we enjoyed that caviar for practically the entire opening of the winery.
Yeah, we went through 650 bottles of bubble that day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
500 people at the Estate House.
Listen, Stephen Cipes and Erik von Krosigk, we were honored that you would come and visit us tonight and just give us a little insight into Summerhill. You guys are really onto something. And Stephen, as I said before, keep going. Everybody's catching up to you and learning about what they should be doing, but you've been a great sort of Pied Piper, and keep it up.
Thank you, sir, very much. Thank you. Thank you both.
We'll see you all soon in the Okanagan.
Lovely.
Take care.
Thank you.
Summerhill Pyramid Winery, really at the forefront of organics and now biodynamics and vegan wines, and now maybe with the coolest way to have food at a winery coming this summer. You're listening to the Best of Food and Wine. I'm Tony Gismondi.
I'm Kasey Wilson.
We're live on the floor, and we'll be right back from the Vancouver National Wine Festival.